Question 5 concerning tipping for workers in the service industry. It's a law that could impact both employees and business owners across the state. A group of national labor advocates from One Fair Wage, who argue that tipped workers should get a livable wage on top of their tips, took to the streets to protest a yes vote on Question 5. Grace McGovern, the lead organizer, helped collect over 140,000 signatures.
Every other small independent business and every other chain business, giant corporation that operates in Massachusetts has to pay their employees at least $15 an hour. Restaurants should not be different.
Right now, the minimum wage for tipped workers is $6.75 an hour. That number is lower than the state's general minimum wage of $15.
Will this support workers or hurt small businesses? Well, that's the key question Massachusetts voters face ahead of the November 5th presidential election. There's a clear split between those backing a yes vote and those sticking with no.
A group of state and local elected officials backing a no vote on Question 5 held a rally inside the J.J. Foley's Cafe, while protests unfolded just outside.
This has been a collaboration of restaurant workers, tipped employees, restaurant owners, community leaders saying this is a bad idea.
And I worry that if people know that they're getting paid $15 an hour, a minimum wage, that they may not tip anymore.
They need to pay us our wages with tips on top.
Erica Thomas has spent the last 8 years working in the service industry. Now she's fighting a wage dispute case against her former restaurant employer.
I've experienced sexual harassment, racist comments, and a bunch of other really inappropriate things that I've had to put up with and suck up just to be able to receive a living wage.
This increase wouldn't happen overnight. The minimum wage for tipped workers would gradually rise every year for 5 years until 2029, until it matches the general minimum wage. For JR 373, I'm Jaeel Beato.